Hello, gaming community. It's time to discover the games that have graced us on 15 December 2023, right here on Steam Daily. The game Wadality is a multiplayer VR shooter platform featuring unique vertical gameplay. Engage in battles with friends to claim the title of the toughest on the block. The flappy locomotion system provides a fresh flying experience. Play as a living weapon, a piece of chewed gum brought to life by radioactive particles. Your mission is to save Earth by stopping a satellite from crashing. Stick to walls, ceilings, and use incredible abilities to repair the satellite. Choose from a variety of outfits for your gum hero and equip battle crux metal alloy hands with universal mounts and climbing roaches. Explore a diverse arsenal of weapons to find your unique fighting style in this dynamic, goalless adventure. Let's now delve into the reviews. Common feedback points to a game that offers enjoyable solo play, featuring entertaining weapon combos and unique movement. Lobbies are needed, and the current state is considered bare bones. Praise is given for excellent VR controls. Another review notes the game's polish requirement but recommends it at the current price. The game is described as amazing, beautiful, and cozy, with a fresh and unique style. The control system is commended for its friendliness. A VR tactical shooter is predicted to become a hit with a growing player base. Despite low online player numbers, the experience is deemed unique and fun. The game's movement is highlighted as enjoyable, even with 2 players. Overall, Wadality is acknowledged for introducing enjoyable aspects to gaming, with the only downside being a low player count. Master Forge is a first-person single-player simulation game set in medieval times. Inheriting an old forge, players gather resources like wood from forests and iron ore from dark mines. Resources are stored in designated chests. A daily trader offers varying prices for selling resources. Craft products by combining resources in the forge and sell them to customers with different preferences. Earn gold to unlock upgrades, enhancing production and expanding the forge. The goal is to gain recognition for your mastery and ascend beyond common acclaim. And now we come to the reviews. Common feedback points to a promising start for Master Forge, an indie blacksmith and shop management game. Players commend the enjoyable gameplay that combines crafting and managing a bustling shop. The absence of automation adds to the challenge, requiring players to handle all aspects, from mining to custom orders. The absence of a tutorial and save feature is noted, but once understood, the game becomes easy to navigate. Technical aspects receive praise, with high FPS and a bug-free experience. Unique features like dedicated storage boxes streamline resource management. While the game lacks content and updates, supporters appreciate its potential. Suggestions include expanding crafting options, adding materials, and incorporating a skill system. Overall, Master Forge is deemed a solid Kickstarter-style project with room for growth. Astronimo is a construction platform puzzler set in outer space. After crash landing on a small planet while mining for minerals for Hypergean Inc., employees strive to reunite with their fleet. Explore Trilia and Akara planets, 3 mini-moons, and more in a quirky campaign. Play co-op locally or online, solving puzzles and building wacky creations. The world editor lets you craft detailed planets and share them via Steam Workshop. With Astronimo, the interstellar medium becomes a canvas for endless fun and creativity. And now we come to the reviews. Reviewers are of the opinion that Astronimo shows very promising potential for fans of games like Nuts and Bolts, Bad Piggies, or Fantastic Contraption. The early gameplay involves traversing a planet to recover rocket parts, presenting various geographical challenges that evolve from simple structures to different types of vehicles. Despite being a smaller indie game, its ambitious scope and promising tools and worlds are noteworthy. The current early access EA version offers decent content with potential for expansion for additional worlds and community creations by workshop tools. However, the game requires refinement, lacking a clear EA window and quality of life changes, along with unclear explanations of game mechanics. While the controller-based building tools are commendable, other controls feel clunky. The absence of an engaged dev team and limited interaction on Discord raise concerns about the game's progression. Astronimo targets young adolescents, offering good play value at an appealing price point. However, the emphasis on puzzle/physics building may not appeal to everyone, and using a controller with friends is recommended. Some players find the contraptions basic, urging the inclusion of more building parts. Despite initial frustrations with controls, the game has a relaxing platformer element and provides ample hours for creative vehicle and invention building. While some appreciate its open-ended nature, others find certain aspects, such as controls, to be clunky. One reviewer expresses surprise at the depth of mechanics, noting a slight learning curve for character control. Astronimo's praise is an awesome party game, and anticipation is expressed for future content. However, a contrasting view finds the game infuriating, describing it primarily as a platformer with a forced vehicle builder. Tutorials are criticized for being confusing and controls are deemed unpleasant, leading to frustration and ultimately giving up. Workshop map options and certain game features are reported as inconsistent or absent, contributing to a negative overall experience. The combination of a childish UI, confusing controls, and an unclear target audience adds to the unfavorable impression. Trinity Fusion is a roguelike game where players control parallel selves on a mission to save the dying multiverse. Explore procedurally generated levels and handcrafted challenges in 3D graphics. Engage in high-intensity combat with a variety of weapons and attack systems. 3 characters offer unique abilities and weapons in different universes. Unlock permanent upgrades in the hub for constant progression and discover new starting points for each run, ensuring progress regardless of where you meet your end. Let's now delve into the reviews. Reviewers were of the opinion that Trinity Fusion, an early access 2D roguelite action platformer, shows promise with tight controls and potential for a Hades-type acclaim upon completion. Despite lacking story and feeling somewhat cobbled together, it offers engaging combat with various builds. Visually, it's impressive, but the title screen and graphics might mislead. There's appreciation for enemy animations, sound design, and creative mechanics. Pros include great visual design, responsive controls, distinctive characters, and a fun gameplay loop. However, combat repetition and some imbalance are noted as cons. Overall, Trinity Fusion is seen as an underappreciated gem with room for improvement. The game Mania 3D is a fun and educational simulation designed for both young and adult engineers. Players step into the shoes of a scientist, conducting experiments with various magnets and objects to delve into the intricacies of magnetism and physics. The game introduces concepts like north and south poles, magnetic fields, and material interactions through unique minigames. With colourful graphics, interactive tutorials, and engaging gameplay, Mania 3D provides an enjoyable way for players to grasp fundamental physics principles, preparing them for science classes while having fun. And now we come to the reviews. As observed by multiple reviewers, Mania 3D is a versatile treasure for the creatively inclined and the intellectually curious. The game's diverse modes, including sandbox exploration, puzzle-solving challenges, and meticulously designed levels, cater to a broad audience. Noteworthy is a level featuring a magnetic train, adding a unique and engaging dimension to the gameplay. While some favour the thrill of navigating the levels, others find the puzzles to be intriguing and well-crafted, providing both enjoyment and mental stimulation. The game is commended for its educational value, offering a captivating insight into the world of magnetism. Whether you seek entertainment, mental exercise, or a blend of both, Mania 3D emerges as a commendable choice, successfully balancing fun and learning in a well-designed puzzle game. The game Born Again is a permadeath, roguelike MMORPG set in the pixel art realms. Engage in fast-paced hack-and-slash combat, facing off against rulers and deities. Customize your playstyle with a variety of weapons, abilities, and blessings. Death is not the end but a chance for a fresh start with new challenges. Conquer challenging boss battles and explore a charming pixel art world filled with secrets. The game seamlessly combines nostalgic visuals with exciting loot mechanics, offering a unique MMORPG experience. Are you ready to be born again and prove yourself as a true hero in this thrilling adventure? Let's take a closer look at our next review. Common feedback points to potential in Born Again, praised for its art style, music, and gameplay reminiscent of Realm of the Mad God. Players appreciate the refreshing experience, free from the balance issues of its predecessor. However, some criticize the game's bugs like bank closures and lack of instant teleportation to town. Positive reviews highlight the excitement of boss battles and the overall fun factor. On the flip side, detractors express concerns about the developer's track record, similarities to past failed games, and the need for significant improvements in combat, gameplay, and overall direction for players. Mixed sentiments indicate both promise and areas for improvement. Manitas Kitchen is a cooking game featuring Tuxedo, a determined Tyrannosaurus with a pizza-making dream hindered by short arms. Assemble a unique dinosaur kitchen brigade to conquer challenges set by a rude, tiny boss. Juggle dough, ingredients, and oven, racing against time to deliver perfect pizzas through a modern cave tube. Beware the Dino Squad, including Freckles, Marsh, and Collini. Enjoy pizza aggression with recipe unlocks, uncover a crime drama narrative, and manage Tuxedo's mental state. Explore Dino Squad Ultimates, each contributing unique chore mechanics. And always remember, don't forget your pizza. Let's take a closer look at our next review. Reviewers are of the opinion that Manitas Kitchen offers a cozy, narrative-driven cooking experience with key dinosaurs. The game, reminiscent of Overcooked but less chaotic, features different dinosaur abilities, adding dynamism to gameplay. While animations are adorable, the story tends to plateau, and bugs may disrupt immersion. The single-player focus limits cooperative play, and the stress mechanic, though interesting, can be exploited for efficiency. Despite a charming start, the extended story may lead to a desire for a more concise narrative. The $12.99 price tag and approximately 9 hours of gameplay may appeal to those seeking a laid-back cooking adventure. However, the game's potential is hindered by bugs and a narrative that might overstay its welcome, making it a mixed experience for players. One-armed-robber is a bank robbery game challenging players to succeed with just one arm. Team up with a friend for 2 arms in total. Customize and unlock guns to match your playstyle suppressors for stealth or extended mags for a loud approach. Eyes cater to various strategies, from silent infiltration to chaotic shootouts. As you gain experience, unlock new tools for unique heist approaches. The goal remains consistent: gather maximum loot from the vault and escape alive. Manage loot capacity by returning to the truck or enlisting friends for help. Let's take a closer look at our next review. As observed by multiple reviewers, Better Than Payday 3 takes an unconventional route, transitioning from cooking to one-armed robberies. The journey is described as both stupid and brilliant, marking a very good game. Anticipation to play is evident, yet concerns arise about an overwhelming presence of cop SWAT and limited communication options, mainly resorting to verbal abuse. Despite occasional bugs and delayed voice chat, the game is hailed as the pinnacle of 2023 AA gaming experiences. The developer's signature wacky one-armed games receive praise, and the recommendation is made with enthusiasm, especially for group play. The provided visual representation seems to reflect a mix of excitement and chaotic gameplay, possibly mirroring the game's dynamic nature. Some technical issues are noted, such as menu overlays and loading screen anomalies, but the overall tone suggests a positive and unique gaming experience. Yeetus is a casual time survivor game with roguelite elements where players control Yeetus, armed with the power to eat the ground as a destructive projectile. Balancing offense and defense is crucial as you face alien monstrosities, each requiring strategic wire eating. Upgrade choices shape each run, offering diverse gameplay experiences. Unlock new levels and characters such as Yeetus Regulus, Yeetus Speedus, and Yeetus Maximus, each with unique skills. Easy to pick up but hard to master, Yeetus adds a fresh twist to the roguelite time survivor genre, emphasizing precise aim and strategic positioning to avoid a perilous fall to your demise. Let's take a closer look at our next review. Reviewers are of the opinion that the deceptively difficult time survival game offers a unique twist by making the floor your armor, adding complexity as picking up ammo risks plummeting to your death. Careful consideration of the environment is essential, balancing enemy avoidance with the peril of falling. Aiming, anticipating, and automatically picking up floor pieces adds strategic depth. The one more time appeal is strong. It's a fun and easy to pick up game with a novel ground as weapon concept. The transition from a jam game to a complete experience is commendable. The challenging survivor game, akin to roguelites, becomes more engaging with each play. The ammo mechanic demands accuracy, making positioning crucial. Great music and impactful effects enhance the overall experience, and the game's humor is appreciated. Upgrades add variety, requiring skill but becoming more manageable with practice. The game Escape from BOYKISSER is an immersive first-person psychological horror set in the sterile spaces of the backrooms. Players navigate liminal spaces, solving puzzles while evading the mysterious entity, BOYKISSER. The white walls conceal dark secrets, each step potentially revealing something new or triggering an ominous encounter. BOYKISSER, an ever-present pursuer, instills fear and uncertainty. Survival hinges on solving puzzles hidden in utility rooms, with clues unlocking the password for the exit door. Intellect and memory are constantly tested, creating a tense and nerve-wracking experience. Let's take a closer look at our next review. As observed by multiple reviewers, Escape from BOYKISSER is a heart-pounding psychological horror experience that combines an eerie atmosphere, relentless pursuit by BOYKISSER, and mind-bending puzzles. The game's tension and suspense keep players on the edge of their seats, offering a true test of wits and nerves. The unique premise involving 2 wolves and a kissing encounter adds an unexpected twist to the horror genre. The game's visual presentation is both captivating and disturbing, with cryptic symbols and unsettling imagery contributing to its atmospheric horror. Some players note the game's intensity, describing it as a must-buy for those seeking a thrilling and immersive experience. However, a few critics mention technical issues, such as high sensitivity without adjustable settings and a potential bug allowing players to bypass challenges. Despite these concerns, the game is praised for its surprising amount of lore and the ability to evoke fear from players. Overall, Escape from BOYKISSER is recognized as a fun and engaging horror game with room for improvement in technical aspects. The inclusion of unexpected elements and the chilling atmosphere contribute to its appeal among horror enthusiasts. The game Paranoid is a psychedelic horror story centered around Patrick Common, a man grappling with the traumatic loss of his family. Shattered by the mysterious deaths of his parents and the disappearance of his sister, Patrick, afflicted with paranoid schizophrenia, faces a crucial choice. A phone call from his missing sister rekindles hope, forcing him to decide between confronting his neighbor's dark secret or seeking medication, and reuniting with his long-lost sibling. Set in the late 80s, the game offers immersive gameplay in realistic and terrifying environments, featuring dynamic combat, weapon executions, puzzles, and a multi-threaded storyline that blends psychological horror with action and survival. Explore the disturbing atmosphere, balancing paranoia and reality, to unravel the truth about Patrick's past and future. Let's now delve into the reviews. Common feedback points to very poor optimization, causing significant performance issues even on high-end GPUs. The official uncensored patch is bugged, affecting the overall gameplay experience. Players express frustration with technical issues, including frame drops, stutters, and struggles with high settings. Lack of guidance and tutorial prompts for in-game mechanics, such as item pickups and watch functionality. Numerous reported bugs and animations that don't work as intended. Some players encounter progression blocking issues, like being stuck at an apartment. Despite positive aspects like satisfying combat and an enjoyable story, the game's unstable performance leads to a not recommended verdict. Complaints about wonky and inconsistent frame rates, stuttering, and awkward animations impacting the overall game experience. The game's potential is hindered by technical problems, preventing it from living up to expectations. Disappointment with the story's structure, lack of follow-through on promises, and an abrupt ending. Calls for significant improvements in optimization and gameplay mechanics to make the game worthwhile. Optimism from some players expressing a desire for patches to address the issues and enhance the overall experience. Mixed feelings about the game's length, with some expecting it to be longer despite appreciating the effort invested by Madman Studios.